probabilities are higher. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So I have I have a number of trades that are up. They're up really, like gold trades that have just like, I caught the bottom of the bounce like last week or a week or two ago. And so they're up, but then I'm like starting to think, you kind of did a little commentary on gold too. You're like, yeah, it's still kind of in a pullback mode too, as well, even though it's got a bounce. Would you sell? Do you normally like just hang on to all your positions and ride things down?
I collar them in. Anytime I feel that we're in the midst of some sort of correction, what I do is remove the emotional, because right now, when you've seen your market value of your portfolio reach a certain high water mark, and then during the pullback, you see the market value pulling back, you mind fuck yourself. That's when it's like, oh shit, I don't want to lose these gains. I'll just flatten the trade. I can get back in later. But what often happens, like take a look at, let's say, the Newmont gap and other things like this. Like what happens is that you suddenly lose your position, and then you're like flopping around your trades like a chicken with its head cut off, like just flapping around, not knowing anything. I love having core positions that are like fucking rocks in your portfolio. And anytime I have any anxiety about some sort of corrective phase, I use short-term collars and other things like this to degross my exposure, so I can have the emotional staying power of not being shaken out of my core positions, and have a way of reducing the volatility and giving your ability to manage that downside risk. Because what causes most people to abandon their trades is the fear of not knowing what they will do if they give back all their gains, or if it got all the way back down there. Do I get out? Do I lose? All these different things. And when you have a collar, you have clarity and certainty. It can't get worse than this. You know exactly what the scenario is, and immediately your mental state changes. And so I always hold my core positions and I trade around them.
I see. Okay. So if I have a credit spread that's 200% up, then I would
credit spread. Okay. Credit spread is a little different.